Hey, my beautiful souls, this is Namita here, your host, your host, and your coach. Hope you're doing well. And today I'm going to discuss on a very important topic, reasons why your desires are not manifesting despite of you trying all the techniques of law of attraction. I know this is a very important topic because many have asked me this question, and I can understand that how frustrated someone can be when they don't know why their manifestations are not happening. So I'll be dividing this in two different parts because else it will be stretching a lot. So part one, this video will be on what you should avoid that might be causing hindrance in your manifestation, and part 2 will be on what you should do, which seems to be not necessary but is actually very important when it comes to manifestation. So let's get right into it. But before that, click on the like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. As you all know, you will get the notification first whenever I upload. So without further ado, let's get on the other side. So, many of us think that words and actions are just another thing that we live in this reality and they don't impact the manifestations. But on contrary, words are powerful energy. Everything is energy here, and words are something that we communicate with. So they hold a way to important power on how we are expressing our emotions, how we are expressing our thoughts. You might have heard this. This is a famous proverb that words can cut much more stronger than swords. So there is a reason behind it. So we try to avoid looking into the truth that words can impact us in much larger extent than we can imagine. So it's required for us to look into each thought or emotion or action or reaction that we are doing, so that we know where we go wrong and we know what might be the reasons. So I'll be discussing 7 things that you have to avoid, or not all of them are to be avoided, but it should be from a standpoint that you are doing for the betterment of you and not from how we are programmed into as per society norms. There are few of the things that you have to completely avoid doing, but we usually do it as we live in this society. So let's get into it. So first one I will discuss is comparison. So you might be well aware of this word comparison because we live in competitive environment, and I don't think there is anyone who has not been compared to someone else. It might be your sibling, your neighbors or neighbor's kid, your teacher, your kid even sometimes, or just a stranger who has scored 110 marks in their boards. So you never know, but you are always compared, and this is not something that is someone's fault, but this is how we are conditioned. Comparison is important, but comparison should not be with someone else. We are not here to compete with other people. We are here to collaborate. But the only comparison that should happen for your growth is between your old self and your new self that is developing. Because until and unless you really understand where you were, you don't compare what you have been through. You will not grow into something that you require for your future self or your future life to manifest in a specific way. So comparison is important, but the way that we do it is really impacting us a lot in our lives, because it is directly related with the gratitude. Because if, for example, say you might have seen that video where a person is person has a bicycle, he's willing to have a bike and getting envious about the other person who has the bike. That person who has the bike is getting envious of the other person who has the car. The person in the car is getting envious of the other person who has the jet. So this is something that is also negating the gratitude, which is a very important part. I'll be discussing in the different the part 2. So whatever you have, you need to be happy in that first, because this is disrespecting divine, that whatever they have given to you, you don't want it. So that will cause an imbalance, and that will cause a disrespect, that no matter how much someone is giving you, you are not receiving it from a open heart. So this is similar to, when you give gifts to someone. For example, you are given a greeting card, they just look at it and they are expecting a bigger gift, for example, and they are just looking at it and whatever. How will you feel? So same thing happens with universe, right? So they are giving you something and you are not appreciating it, but comparing with someone who has much larger thing probably, but you are unique here. You are meant to be someone real. You were born to be you, not someone else. So you have to understand that no matter how different it might look, you don't need to compare yourself or your growth or your personality with someone else, because you are not meant to be them. You are meant to be you. Your path is different than what they are. So that is the first point I wanted to make. The second one, let's move on to that, is validation. Everyone seeks validation on who they are, who their personality is, what they have done, their love, their beauty, probably anything. But we have to understand that we should not seek validation outside ourselves. We should seek validation inside. We should seek validation from our own self. And if you require validation from someone else, that simply means there is a lack of self-love, and which is first important thing, because it always starts with self. It is first important thing that someone has to do when it comes to manifestation, when it comes to absolutely anything in life. Because if you are not loving yourself, if you are not valuing yourself, no one will value you. Mark my words, it might be harsh, but this is the truth. If you can't value yourself, how are you expecting from someone else to value you? So the validations that you are seeking, they are important. I'm not saying they are not important, because we are trying to understand if we are doing right or we are doing wrong. Ask yourself, what does it feel? How does it feel? Do you feel happy when you are doing it? Do you feel righteous when you are doing it? Do you feel that it is sinking my energy, or it is not the good thing to do? What is it? What are you feeling from inside? Ask your guides. There are a lot of answers inside you. You do not require someone else to tell you. Now, I am not talking about the coaches, because many people don't know what is validation. They are doing it just by their programming. So that is the reason you need someone to tell you what is the difference. But that is a different story. You don't need your friends, you don't need your lover, you don't need your parents to tell you about something that you are capable of. That validation is not required. You know who you are, you know what is required for you. So seek the validation inside you. Do not ask for others. Third point is perfectionism. So now again, perfectionism is a very important topic, but we misuse it, as we have heard this, nobody is perfect, because now we use it a lot, that nobody is perfect. But I always say that everyone is perfect. Everyone is perfect in their way. Something that is not perfect for me might be perfect for someone else. So what is perfect exactly? Perfect is something that we idealize, or we which resonates with us to the deepest level. So now in this world, as we see, perfectionism is something, a set of structure that they have made, that so and so ratio is the perfect face, or so and so body ratio is a perfect figure. that is not something that perfectionism was actually about. Perfectionism is something about what is ideal for you. And as I mentioned earlier, you being unique, you are perfect in your own body, you are perfect in your own face, you are perfect the way you are, because you were meant to be that way. You are not meant to be perfect from the standpoint of whatever ratios they have made in this society. You were never meant to be that, because you were meant to be you. So you are perfect. We try to change ourselves so much because of this, that we forget who we are in the process. There are so many people who just are not able to live a happy life because they are so much deep into perfectionism that they find themselves ugly, or they might find there are color issues. Yeah, so they might find that their body is not perfect, and they just can't do anything about it, so they have lost everything in their life. So these are the feelings, and this results in a lot of mental issues as well, because we are depleting our own self. We are trying to tell our own selves that you are not worthy of living in this world, which is not something that we should be doing. And that will be impacting manifestations, because you are not able to stand in your own power. How are you supposed to be in high vibration when you don't respect your own self? Third point is, I think, in this world, very important point, because there is so much of negativity in this world today that sometimes it's difficult to breathe in this environment. I don't know why, but there is a lot of cruelty in the world, even with their own species. So forget about the other species. So I understand that we get programmed a lot, but that is where we come, where our mindsets need to be programmed of what we should think and what we should not, what should we absorb. I'll be talking about environment next. So this will be negative self-talk. I have seen a lot of people in my friends, in my families, who do negative self-talk. So if I'm trying to manifest, for example, say going to Disneyland, for example, but I don't believe that I will be going to Disneyland because I don't have money at this moment. So I'll keep saying that no, even if I get something, for example, say someone gifted me, or someone gave me some cash for some help or something like that. The only thing that will be in my mind would be from a perspective of, oh no, that is just for this moment. I don't think this is possible for me. I'm not worthy, or something like that. Oh, my friend usually goes there. I don't think I'll ever make it. Maybe in the future, or not sure. Maybe. I wonder if I will be doing it. I don't think so. I don't think this is possible for me. My life has been the same. So if you are not really trying to change the way you think, that negative mindset, or you say the victim mindset, so it's not about only negative, it's a victim mindset basically. You keep on pushing yourself back to that old you, which is not able to manifest whatever they want. You might have 10,000 desires, but if you are not able to look at yourself, you are not having faith in your own self, it will not manifest in your life, because negativity is directly repelled. You will be manifesting things in your life, but it might be manifesting what you don't really want in your life, because law of attraction works like an amplifier. It is just giving you what you are putting your focus on. So if you are putting your focus on the negative things in your life, that is what will be manifesting in your life. So be careful on what we are speaking. That is the reason I said in the start that words are very important in your life. Words are energy that will make or break your life. So be careful on what you're thinking. Be careful on your emotions. Be careful in your speech. The next topic will be on environment. environment. So as I mentioned, so environment can be your peers, environment can be where you are actually staying. It might be a toxic environment for you. Environment be the people that you're around with, your family, your siblings, anyone. So it is important for you to safeguard your own energy, safeguard your own thoughts, your emotions. It is difficult, I understand, because we live in this negative environment today in this world where wars are happening. There is a lot of discrimination between the same races. There is a lot of different discrimination between religions, etc. So there are a lot of things that are around us, but it is our own choice. Are we really required to put our energy there? No, there is no need. Why do you have to waste your energy into something that will gradually change itself? There might be times where you have to step into that energy, where you have to be in that negative emotion, you have to be in that negative environment, but it doesn't mean that you have to grasp, you have to absorb that energy. You don't need to be contributing that. This is the biggest mistake I think that many people do, that they contribute a lot. They are not changing anything. Now, for example, like anything regarding to religion or anything regarding happening somewhere miles apart, they are not changing anything there, but they will be contributing to it on the social media, which is not required. If you are doing something good against it, if you are trying to do something better for helping someone, yes, it will impact in your manifestation in a very good way, because it's service. But if you are just trying to put hate out there because you are getting the hate, then it is not going to work, and this is going to create a big block for you to manifest what you really want, because your energy is completely in a very low state. So you have to understand this. It is very important. Next will be gossip, again linked with this, because I just mentioned that people spread hate on the social media a lot of times without even knowing the full topic as well, or just randomly. You will create a video and they'll randomly put some hateful words there. Why is their own lookout of life, but these are the reasons. And also gossip. So many a times we talk something about someone in front is totally different, and behind their back the conversation is totally different. So there is a word which I will not be using for that, but these kind of people, they find it very difficult to manifest in their life whatever they want. The reason being, they are not being true to their soul, they are not being true to the other person. That's showing lack of loyalty to the someone. It's not something that you shouldn't talk negative about someone, yes, but negative in the way, if there is something that you are observing that is not good about someone, or it's something that you need to point out to them, which might be really important because they might not be able to see it, you are seeing it. Tell them that, instead of just spreading around to 10 different people. Tell them that. Why do you have to discuss about someone else with someone else about one single problem, whatever they have? This gossiping impacts in a very, very extreme manner, to be honest, because you are trying, again, as I said, law of attraction is like amplifier. If you are putting your focus there, that is something you are going to manifest in your life too. So some quality of someone, if you don't like, and you are putting so much of your energy there, it will manifest in your life. So try to understand how law of attraction works. I'll be creating videos on different laws as well, so stay tuned for that. But this is very important, and I have seen like almost, I don't know, like 90% of people do the gossip, which is not required, I think. And it is a myth, I will say, that girls do the gossip. Honestly, it's not about that. And in my life, I've seen a lot of guys doing gossip. I try to tell them that don't do it behind the scene. It's not, gossip is not bad, it's more of a discussion. But you have to understand what gossip to do. You are talking about a specific topic, like a random, say, astrology or astronomy, maybe. It's okay, you are discussing it, you are talking about, oh no, this person said that, and whatever it is, it's all right. But why do you have to gossip about someone's life to someone else? It impacts a lot in your life, which is not required, right? So be careful on what you are doing, your actions, your reactions, your words impact. So last but not the least and most important is clarity of what you want to manifest. If you don't have the clarity exactly of what you want to manifest, it is like searching a needle in a stack of threads, or searching a needle in a stack of wool. It's like there are so many thoughts, and you might be knowing this, that there are so many thoughts in our mind at a single point of time. How are we going to manifest? How is the universe going to understand what is exactly requirement that you have? If I want to manifest, for example, a house in my life, but there are so many types of houses, how will the universe understand which type of house do you want? What is it that you are really requiring inside the house? 2 BHK, 3 BHK, 5 BHK, a bungalow. What is it that you are really manifesting? Where you are manifesting? So the more specific, the more clarity that you have, more specificity of the requirement that you have, it's easier for universe to manifest it for you, easier for it to push it for you. And it doesn't have to be just materialistic things. It doesn't have to be some person. It might just be a random thing. I want peace in my life. Okay. But if you are continuously trying to do the rest of the things that I just mentioned, which you should avoid, negative self-talk or validations or comparing yourself with someone else, how are you supposed to attain that peace when you're surrounding yourself with that kind of energy, which is way too negative for your own manifestation? Second thing I want to emphasize on having clarity to people, especially manifesting relationships, because I have seen this a lot, that people come to me and tell me that I want to manifest a specific person. They might be your counterpart, they might be your partner in future, maybe, but it's not necessary that just because you are trying to manifest them, it will be true, because there is law of free will. And also, they might be destined to meet someone else, you might be destined to meet someone else at this moment. Just because you think they resonate with you at this point of time, it's not necessary that they are the really one that you are meant to be with. So understand, manifest what you want from a standpoint of you are manifesting that energy, you are manifesting those qualities that you want in life. Never put a face to the manifestation. Even if you feel you are getting visions of someone, even if you feel you are having a specific role model, say Hrithik Roshan or Tom Cruise. Oh, I want someone like Tom Cruise, I want someone like Angelina Jolie. Okay, keep them as role models, but don't desire them directly. Don't keep their faces in front of you, because it will cause a block for the person who is really destined to meet you, because they don't meet the description. They might be there in front of you, but you are not able to see it because you have a specific description. They might meet like 99.9%, but that 1%, oh, he doesn't have the eyes like Angelina Jolie. That might cause problems. So be cognizant of what you are really doing when you are manifesting someone. So never give a face to your manifestation. You can manifest qualities of someone that you like, absolutely. If that person is meant to be in your life, no one in this world can stop it. They will. May not be 1 month, may not be 1 year, may not be 10 years, who knows. It depends on your growth, it depends on their growth, it depends on both their wills, it depends on who they have to meet in their life before they meet you, because there are a lot of karmas to get normalized before we meet the right person. So there are a lot of things. So the clarity should be on what exactly, be very specific on what you are desiring for. You should have clarity and stop confusing your mind with 10 different things. This is the reason all the coaches, all the spiritual teachers, everyone asks people to meditate, because meditation will help you in a way to neutralize your mind from all the thoughts that are coming. I know many people say that we are not able to meditate because there are millions of thoughts running through our minds. Every person has that, and you don't have to fight those thoughts. You just have to focus on one single thing, maybe music, maybe something monotonous. You have to just focus on one single thing and let the other thoughts pass by themselves. It's just more of a concentration. That's it. Meditation is nothing more. I will be talking about meditation in another video soon, because I think it is a very important factor in someone's life and they should be doing meditation every single day. And there are different types of meditation, and the way that people are looking into it, it's very different. Like it's like some kind of task and people don't have time for it. But it is not a task, it's a living, and you have to do it because it will help in all other day-to-day activities that you do. So I will be creating a separate video for that. So these were the 7 factors I think are crucial for your manifestations, because they might be standing as a guards, they might be standing as hindrance for your manifestations. So please understand that it is important to look into these areas. And there are a lot of techniques in law of attraction that you can do, like scripting, or even in affirmations. You can actually use a sentence and negate that sentence and then transform it into an affirmation, whichever you are usually doing, like negative self-talk. For example, if you feel always like, oh, this is not possible for me, just negate that statement. Just write down that statement, cancel that statement, and then transform it into something like, oh, everything is possible for me. A simple example, there might be a lot of things that you say usually. Look into the patterns that you are usually following, whatever in your life. Alright, so with that said, I will end this video here. See you in the part 2, and lots of love and light. Take care. Bye.